Let's cross over to Kisumu, where Lake Victoria boasts of being the second largest freshwater lake globally, producing between 1 million and 1.5 million tons of fish annually. This number represents a small fraction of its total capacity, owing to the persistent threats of pollution, overfishing, and other human-related activities. But despite these threats, fisherfolk communities in Kisumu County have embarked on rewriting the story through the adoption of artificial intelligence in cage farming as an innovative approach towards fish farming. Our reporter, Chola Simon, brings us details of how technology is changing fish farming trends in Lake Victoria waters.
Thousands of dead fish trapped in cages have become a familiar sight in Lake Victoria's Winam Gulf, home to over 6,000 cages. The nitrification of the lake is largely blamed on effluent from industries in the lake basin, as well as constant flow of fertilizer into the lake from agricultural activities around the lake.
When there is runoff, all this gets into the lake and they fertilize the water, and that causes the small plants to grow. And when they grow beyond what is the optimum level, we get the algal blooms, and this causes the water column to get deprived of oxygen, especially at night. And that causes fish kills.
To prevent further losses, the Kenya Marine and Fisheries Research Institute has moved to pilot an AI-powered gadget stationed near Dunga Beach.
We observe a changing in trend in the wrong direction. An alert is generated from the systems that we have created, and it's automatically sent to the managers and even to the farmers to show them that oxygen levels are going down. Be aware.
The device monitors water parameters and sends early warning of imminent danger to researchers and farmers. Edwin Mafumbo, a leading cage farmer who has lost over 10 million shillings in the past, says the AI tool is a game changer.
It will give you the exact water parameter. That is the water quality, that is the water pH, salinity.
So you need to do corrective measures. For example, you can stop feeding, because when you stop feeding, metabolism goes down for fish, and they can survive a low oxygen event. If the oxygen levels goes even further below and we see that it might collapse, we send a critical alert to tell farmers either to harvest or to move the cages. The most practical is to harvest.
Tiny gadget is stationed strategically within 1 kilometer radius of the cages and is tucked in between the cages. However, he notes it remains reactionary. According to Mafumbo, relocating cages during an alert is time-consuming, labor and cash-intensive. He's calling for a dual approach to address both pollution and adoption of early warning strategies.
I was moving from this cage from one point to another. This one, maybe from here to the other point, it will take 1 hour. Now imagine if you want to move it for maybe over 1 kilometer. It will consume more than 4 to 5 hours.
I've moved twice. I used to be in the middle here, and then I went, then now I'm the farthest.
How expensive is it?
It's very expensive in terms of fuel, and then now when you are moving and it's fast, if it's an emergency, now you have to look for people.
Experts also warn that sustained pollution will most likely affect the growth of fish in the cages, which will have a direct impact on the size and suitability of fish to the consumers.
We used to harvest very, very big fish. Now, after they had started releasing their toxic substances into the lake, the size of course reduced. And we had done a research on that again, and we found out that the substance, it really affects the size of the fish.
But as people started realizing some profit from it, they attracted more entrants, and we have now many cages. And also not only the number of cages, the stocking density has increased. People are growing more fish from the same unit area. And you know, that has an implication of carrying capacity. When you overcrowd fish, they don't grow because they are competing for oxygen.
Achola Simon, Kisumu County.